Welcome back. May is Military Appreciation Month. It is also peak recruitment season. Two members of the Wisconsin Army National Guard recently stopped by off the desk to discuss those efforts and why people should consider becoming a soldier. Take a listen. What are you seeing in terms of interest with young people right here in Northeast Wisconsin?
Yeah, like you said, right now is kind of the time frame where people are where kids mostly graduating high school are starting trying to figure out where they see their lives going. The National Guard, we kind of give that option of them helping push them in the direction that they want to go to. With the National Guard being a part-time service, we can teach them good trades. So it's anywhere from like plumbing, carpentry, to electrician, to welding, or even truck driving for that matter. We can give them on the job experience. So right now it's kind of just helping those kids understand that, we can give you that on the job experience, get you some money to start off your adult life and really set you on a path to help, project yourself to a successful career. And right now, like I said, with everybody graduating high school, graduating college, trying to figure out how to start their life, now has kind of been the time where everybody starts to reach out and kind of see what options are out there.
So you're in the schools, and I'm sure you're reaching out in other ways as well.
Yeah. So schools is a big one. So our mainer is actually in the high schools here in Green Bay. I'm at UW Green Bay and St. Norbert College. So we have National Guardsmen all over that are looking for interested individuals that kind of want to see what the options are for them and to talk about it. So we're either walking around your local convenience stores, passing out flyers, going to job fairs, all that stuff. And we're just trying to see who's interested and who wants to learn more and kind of lay out their 5 to 10 year plan and see how the National Guard looks right next to it. So that's kind of been these past couple weeks and months have been getting ready for this summer recruiting time.
Yeah, and it is really that no BS. You got to make a decision time, especially like high school seniors, people graduating high school and college. Like sometimes you think you have a plan and you can't really know how you're going to get there, and we're kind of one of the ways to help with that. So especially for like talking to parents and seniors that thought they were going to go to a certain college or thought they had a scholarship, and it turns out that wasn't true, or maybe they need some extra help. So that's one of the things that is it's a big boost we can give them right at the end of their school time.
So who really is the best fit for the Guard? Because the Guard is very different from active duty military.
That's a good question. So for those who don't know, the National Guard is a part-time service of the Army. So after like your initial entry training, you come back to Wisconsin. Is about 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year where you do the job that you pick for the most part. So someone who would want to maybe have a civilian career, go to college, stay local with your family, serve your local community, and then your service is part-time while still having those full-time benefits to get your college or maybe have career training, job training, stuff like that. That's what we really do best, as opposed to having Army 24/7 be your job.
Yeah, it's literally for anybody. A lot of times people think of the military as kind of being like a fallback or a backup plan. As of recently, it's kind of been everybody's go-to plan just because of the benefits that the National Guard has to offer you. I mean, paying 100% of your college tuition up to UW-Madison, being able to have that idea of graduating college with that degree and no debt. So people are starting to see us as being a first-time option. And like I said, it's really for anybody. I went to high school with the valedictorian, and she's actually in the military full-time. She did the part-time. She loved it so much she went full-time. So it can be for anybody that kind of just really wants to set their lives up for success, try something new. And again, it's part-time. So 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summertime is the only time that you put on this uniform and you get to contribute back to the community and get to abuse all these benefits for yourself and your family for not just now, but in the future as well.
With the recruitment process, what does that look like from that first conversation to actually signing up and then starting with the different duties that you mentioned?
So that's a really good question, because it seems like a lot to the person that's coming into the office. Like, I have so many things to do. The cool thing about having like your local recruiters like us is we handle all that fancy stuff in the background. Like, we have thousands of pages of regulations and medical and legal stuff that we have to deal with. For the person to come in and just ask the questions that you want, we're here to answer them. But your day one, you're going to come in and kind of learn what we do. and then you're gonna do basically a medical background check, a legal background check, and do a aptitude test, and then you'll pick your job, pick your location, and it can be as short as like a week. Average time maybe could take like a month, depending on if you need waivers or things like that.
Yeah, pretty much going off what Sergeant Maynor said there. That first meeting, it's to pique the interest of the individual that wants to learn more. So that first meeting is strictly just information gathering, zero commitment, zero anything. It's just to see that it's something that you can see yourself doing and get you the information that you didn't have before, and to see if you're qualified. So not everybody is qualified upon popular belief. There's a lot of things that disqualify somebody. So that first meeting can just simply be, am I qualified to do this? Is this an option if it's something that I see myself doing? And if that's, and at the end of that conversation, if you meet the qualifications and you're like, yeah, I want to do this, then we're jumping on that train and we're moving. And like you said, we're doing a medical pre-screen. We send a bunch of medical stuff to MEPS down in Milwaukee that kind of do a full workup to see kind of everything about you medically, to make sure there's no red flags that pop up, because we want to make sure that you're safe when we send you to basic training and your job training. We don't want anything to scare us, because we have the best interest in everybody that wants this to be something that they want to do. So it's just...
Up next, our conversation continues. We discuss what the commitment is to join the Army National Guard, as well as possible deployments and missions. All of that coming up after the break. Welcome back. Before the break, we heard from 2 Wisconsin Army National Guardsmen about the benefits of the job, who's the best fit, and what the recruitment process looks like. Now our conversation turns to the time commitment and also the missions you may support. Take a listen.
Any military commitment is going to be, on paper, 8 years, and it's broken up for us into 2 different contracts, what we call a 6x2 or a 3x5. So that's like when you hear like a 6-year or a 3-year contract, that's what those are. So say you do that 6-year contract, there's more incentives and benefits and bonuses and stuff you can get from that than the 3-year. But that first number, so the 6 or the 3, that's the time where you're like drilling 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. And then that number on the back end, so either the 2 or the 5, you're called what's called inactive ready reserve, basically a name on a list. You're not like drilling or getting paid anymore at that time. So for us, there's a 6 or a 3-year option, and it kind of depends on what you want out of it, what you want for bonuses, student loan repayment, things like that. There's rules for what you can qualify for with each one.
Yeah, I like to really work it. Everything's a subscription now these days, right? So he said that 3-year, that's kind of your free trial. You don't get as much benefits off it. You get to like really dip your toe in the water and see if it's something that you like to do. You get that initial training, all that stuff, but the 3 years tends to go by really fast. Again, just doing that 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summertime tends to go by really fast. And if you like it, you can extend your contract after that 3 years. But after that first meeting, you're like, nope, I want to jump on that full subscription. I want to get all the benefits of it. Then we're looking at that 6-year commitment that's giving you a lot of that college benefits, or a lot of that money that goes to you and your family, stuff like that. So we have 2 subscriptions that you get to choose from, and we leave it up to you to choose.
Guard members have jobs outside of the Guard. They're going to school outside of the Guard. How do you help them balance all of that?
So for me, I went to college, got 100% paid for. My plan was to go to law school. Wasn't really for me, so I didn't follow through with that. But I got my bachelor's degree 100% paid for. And the cool thing is we have a lot of legal protections for our members when it comes to school, like, and careers. Like, your school and business essentially can't punish you for missing training and stuff like that, but it is a time commitment. So that's the good thing about it being a weekend a month, a couple weeks in the year, is it's not as much time as you think about it. If that comes out to like 40 some days a year,
Roughly, yeah.
So yes, it's like a part-time job. So for me in school, that was really easy. Like, it's a weekend off. I wasn't doing anything on the weekend anyway. It can be a little different from a career side. That might be something that you talk about.
Yeah, like I said, the 1 weekend a month, there's a lot of ways to help you out. We like to use ourselves as resources for people that want to do it. So we're from the area. I graduated from Rice High School way back in 2011, but we're from the area. We haven't moved, and our biggest thing is we choose to do this job, so we're here for a long period of time, and we want our soldiers to use us as resources. So if there's something that comes up where they don't know how to balance this, that, or the other thing, they come to us, and we're going to be there with them for the rest of their career. So I've had multiple jobs. I've been a roofer, worked in the jails. I was a police officer for a few years, and I've never had issues balancing my career and my military career as well. Just because, like you said, there's laws and regulations that kind of help the employer work both ways to help the soldier or the person themselves. So we like to really use ourselves in our experiences to help our soldiers along the way.
In the Guard, deployments are possible. What are the most common types, and how often do those deployments happen?
So it's a good question. It's something a lot of people are concerned about. I've been in for over 6 years now and have never deployed. For context, I was a 13 Bravo, which means a field artillery. So it's not going to happen for everyone. And not every mission is going to be like a combat deployment, or something like that. We have humanitarian missions. We have missions across different states, and then like medical missions and stuff like that. The other thing to think about is that if you do go on some sort of like overseas deployment, you'd be doing the job you signed up for. So don't think of yourself like you're going to be frontline infantry if you join as a cook. Like you're going to be doing the job that you picked. But it's also not like you get a call on Tuesday and you're going to get deployed on Friday either for something that big. It's a 5-year rotation. That's pretty much the max that you could deploy. And then those specific like combat jobs and stuff, we're going to go do those a little bit more than everyone else. It is a real possibility, but I wouldn't say it's something to worry about in the sense that like it could be a huge change in your life. Those local missions are more what we do. So if you remember those snowstorms, all that flooding and stuff like that, those were Guard soldiers that went and helped with that. That was a little more short notice, but it was right in our own communities where we were actually helping people. That's pretty much like our primary mission.
Yeah, a lot of times when we have that initial meeting with somebody who's interested, they hear everything and they're just like, this is too good to be true. There has to be a catch. There really isn't. But if I had to say something, I would say it's just that if something were to happen, like a storm, a flood, or a snowstorm, you're willing to just jump in at a late notice and help out your community and your state, and you get all these benefits to help you, and it's a good feeling too, right? So we've helped out our state, we help out our friends and family in the community, and that's something to feel good about. But again, we do have those opportunities to go overseas and do those missions. And again, they're peacekeeping and humanitarian missions. That's what the National Guard really focuses on. And not all of them you're forced to go on. So I've been in for almost 12 years now. I haven't gone on deployment, but I've tried to volunteer for a few of them. So you can always volunteer to go over. In 2020, we went to Africa, and that was a cultivating mission where we taught communities in Africa how to better cultivate their land and farm. And coming from a farming background, my family was farmers way back in the day before we sold our farm in 2001. But that was something that interested me. I was like, I would love to get back to my roots and especially go down there and learn something myself. Unfortunately, I didn't get picked because you volunteer and sometimes you get picked. But I would say if you put yourself in that situation, don't be scared of the deployments because there are opportunities as well to really expand yourself and go against the social norm and have fun overseas, because when you join the military, you join another family, and if you can tolerate your family now, that's kind of how it is overseas. You get to have fun with your family and do some fun and cool stuff. So a lot of people are worried about it. We're not in Saving Private Ryan times anymore, I like to say. We have fun and we use our overseas deployments to help communities more than anything and try to better this world.
Any military commitment.
And I want to thank both of the guardsmen for stopping by Off the Desk for that conversation. If you would like to learn more, you can go to nationalguard.com/Wisconsin. You just enter your zip code at the bottom of the page, and then the contact information for your respective recruiter will pop right up on the screen.